Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, and if this is your first time joining me, a warm welcome to you. Now, today's adventure centres around a crucial car, not just for the manufacturer but also for Wales, because it is the most important product to come from the Vale of Glamorgan since TV's Gavin and Stacey. It is the Aston Martin DBX. Aston delved deep into its design history books when it came up with the grille, which was first seen on a DB2 prototype in 1949. Sitting aside it are these very modern daytime running lights that double up as air ducts.
The sculptured sides are very much 21st century Aston, and the soft edges help disguise the car's size. The alloys are only available in 22 inches, though there are different designs. And the rear end has a distinctive ducktail, topped with a sleek LED light blade that's reminiscent of the company's flagship sports car, the Vantage.
I do need to address these door handles though, because I wish that they would pop out to greet you. They do require a bit of wrestling with, particularly if you're carrying a baby or lots of bags. However, get past these beautiful frameless doors and you are greeted by Aston's first proper five-seater. It's got a longer wheelbase than many of its rivals, and that has created more space, and that equals luxury. Plus, the front seats have been sculpted to give you more knee room and more foot room, and these front seats I've set for a 6-footer, which clearly isn't me, so there's plenty of room here. Now, if you need more carrying space, then these seats split and fold at the touch of a button, and there are some really nice finishing details in here, like the ambient lighting and the panoramic sunroof. So all in all, this car hasn't been designed just for the driver. But in the driving seat, this car really excites me, and I haven't even fired up the engine yet. For starters, it is one of the easiest Astons I have ever clambered into, and that is thanks to a slim door sill design that has been created to reduce the risk of ruining your clothes as you come in. Then there's the variety of materials that scream out to be touched, like this grab handle, the ripples on the binnacle, the perforated speakers, the pinched leather up here, the buttons along there, and the silky smooth wood. It is all lovely. There are also options such as woven wool and carbon fibre, and if you want that proper personalisation, then Aston's fabulously named Q division will create something for you. There are some lovely touches that make everyday driving that little bit easier, and they include this armrest which splits and moves to accommodate the passenger's desires or the driver's desires. There is a special resting place for the key, and then there is this big bag-size storage area and a wireless phone charger. The infotainment system reassuringly has the "how on earth did we manage it before" Apple CarPlay connectivity. However, there are some things that make life on the road not quite so easy, such as these buttons which do the big job of changing driver modes and the ride height, but they are small and fiddly. Plus, this screen is not a touch screen, so you have to rewire your brain into that old-fashioned way of working. But this button definitely works when you press it. The most striking thing about the DBX is that it is like no other full-fat sports utility vehicle I have ever driven. The window line is so high because you sit lower than in other grown-up SUVs, and it feels as though it has been vacuum packed around you, and then squished, so it's like a wide sports car. It's a bit unconventional, but it is definitely engaging even at low speeds around these city streets, which, let's face it, are going to be where the DBX is most at home. Under that clamshell bonnet is the choice of just one engine, a 4-litre V8. And I'm going to say that again because it is such a rare thing, a 4-litre V8. It's got twin turbos and is a new version of the engine that's seen in the company's DB11 and Vantage, which ultimately comes from Mercedes-Benz, which owns 20% of Aston.
The active exhaust system can make the engine sound tranquil or terrific.
And at the noisy end of things, all 8 cylinders, 550 horsepower and 700 Newton meters of torque are needed to hit 62 miles an hour in 4.5 seconds. And to reach its top speed of 181, there are 9 gears to shift through. And there are big metal paddles here which are easy to pull as you engage each one.
Underneath is an all-new lightweight aluminium platform, adaptive air suspension and it's all-wheel drive with differentials to ensure a 5-star service when it comes to grip.
Now, if I were to close my eyes and rely on my other senses to let me know what sort of car I was driving, I would definitely be tricked into thinking I was behind the wheel of a performance car, more a saloon than a 2-seater, because you can feel it's near 2¼ tons of weight. It turns with the authority of a car that's got cornering in its DNA. And it's also got a magic girdle in the shape of a 48-volt anti-roll control system, which does what it says on the tin and also makes this car have less roll than a Vantage. And it also gives a positive answer to the question you thought you would never ask of an SUV. Should I take it on a track day? If you do, though, you have to rummage around on the computer to turn off the traction control, so build that into your lap time. Its handling skills are more than matched by the generous power, and it is such an engaging package that you get totally engrossed in the joy of driving. What a treat.
Now, this isn't just a show pony for the road. Oh no. There are also 2 modes for tackling tough terrain off it, and there's hill descent and hill start assist controls too.
So, let's put it through the toughest test it is likely to ever face away from tarmac. Okay, into raise the ride height by 45 millimeters. Seatbelt tight, check. Whew, let's go. Result! Now, this car can wade through water and mash up more mud than any owner will ever ask of it. But it's good to know that it can. There is a whole world of accessory packs as well that look as though they have jumped straight from the pages of Vogue magazine. From the snow pack with boot warmers to pet pack, which has got a portable washer for those muddy paws. The car itself will also lower by 50 millimeters to help woofer jump into the boot. Aston needs this DBX to be a global success. So, what better marketing billboard than the fastest one in the world, Formula One?
Aston Martin returned to F1 for the first time since 1960, and it'll use the racetrack to test technologies, including electrification, that will start with the DBX before 2024.
The DBX is justifiably priced amongst its peers at £158,000. But ultimately, if you want something more raucous, go for Lamborghini's Urus. If you want some more opulence, then take Bentley's Bentayga. But if you want a bit of both worlds and something that is easy on the eye, then look no further. Thank you so much for watching this particular film, and please do press subscribe so that you are ready for a new film as soon as it is done. In the meantime, take care.